Hi. So, this is going to be the first time I'm ever doing a playthrough after my debut. And yeah, we are definitely going to marathon the entirety of Dead Space. But before we get into the game, I do have some things I want to go over. So, a lot of people right now might know me as a Vtuber, but some of you might remember that way back in the day, I used to be a Gmodder. And well, most of you would think that I started out as a Gmodder. No, this is not the first video I ever put out. That's not true. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was a game player. I played video games, and I have since deleted those videos because what I did was I picked up a camera and I put it in front of my TV because I didn't know any software at the time that could record gameplay. That was before the time of fraps. I am an old head. I've been on YouTube since 2008. I started out early. I'm about to approach 30. I am a dragon after all. What did you expect? So, I will tell you that I started out playing a game called Little Big Planet when I first started out, and I did a playthrough of the original Dead Space. Dead Space, to me, is my favorite franchise of all time. I am a bit of a lore scholar when it comes to that game. I know pretty much all of the lore of that game, and I'm proud of it. What I'm not so proud of is EA. EA shut down the studio a couple of years ago, and since then they have moved on to a different franchise called Callisto Protocol. It is not a good game, but the original Dead Space is still good, and the remake I've heard only good things about. I have not played the remake as of yet, but I'm going to turn you over to my Photoshop because I have some things I want to share. Okay, cool, here we are. So, I want to tell you that I have been collecting these games for quite some time. I have pretty much everything, but there's a few stragglers out there. So let's just say, I have the original Dead Space, I have Dead Space 2, both for the Xbox 360 and PS3 and also PC. The collector's edition, by the way. I also have the plasma cover merchandise that came out with the collector's edition. I also have Dead Space 3 for both the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And after that, we go off to the spin-off series because those were the mainline games. Dead Space Extraction is a spin-off that is meant to be the prequel to the entire mainline franchise. It is the only game that you can play that is the prequel. And it is a bit of an odd one because it is a roller coaster shooter. And how would you expect a horror game to be a roller coaster shooter? I know you have heard of games like House of the Living Dead or House of the Dead, I think it's called. That is like an old head game. That was like an arcade game from the early 90s, maybe 80s. Good game, but it's very dated, very, very dated, and it still has a cult following. But there's also some very strange games where, you have that one game where you use a keyboard to type out words and kill zombies.
Master of Kicks. There we go. What the fuck? Sensitive child. Alright. Really on this. What? 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 Sir? What? What am I wearing? What? What is that? Oh, we're carrying a keyboard! Why, of course! I don't know. This is officially the most stupid fucking game.
Yeah, that's a kind of strange one, but unlike these, Dead Space Extraction has the horror element. It has it nailed to a T, and that is why we're going to be playing this. Now before we do so, let me tell you what else I have. I have Dead Space Ignition. It is more of a hacker game. It doesn't have any scares, not per se. It has a couple of cutscenes, but it's meant to take place in Dead Space 2 or like during that time as well. And there's also the Dead Space mobile game. This mobile game has become lost media. The studio is no longer putting it up on the Play Store, and the only way you can play it now is if you have the Spanish version. The English version does not exist anymore. And well, I have downloaded the Spanish version, so we will be able to play that later. It is also meant to take place during Dead Space 2. We also have the movies. This is Dead Space Downfall. It is meant to take place during Dead Space Extraction and leads into the main game It is a good movie. I highly recommend this one. But there's also the next movie, which is called Dead Space Aftermath. And Dead Space Aftermath is not a good movie. It is a terrible movie, in fact. It is basically just a couple of survivors that is explaining how the conditions were living under some completely obscure space station that has no relevance to the actual games or the story itself. But it is taking place during Dead Space 2. It is not good. It is made by several different studios, and it is a mismatch of different styles. It just does not work. I cannot recommend this. But there's also Dead Space Martyr. I do not have the books. This is a book that is the earliest entry into the franchise. I can definitely recommend this one because it does explain the setting and how things were before everything took place. And it also explains the whole religion that we're going to get into later on. The Religious Church of Unitology. Not to be confused with the actual Unitology religion. There's also Dead Space Catalyst. This one I have not read, I will admit. But it is also set to take place just a bit after Dead Space Martyr. I have heard that now that Dead Space 1 has been remade, we are going to get a couple of new books, but I haven't looked into any of these books. However, there's not just these. You also have graphic novels, and the first one is called Dead Space. I don't know exactly where these take place during the franchise. You also have Dead Space Extraction, Dead Space Salvage. This one I do know it takes place just in between of Dead Space and Dead Space 2. It is a bridge that is, I believe it is the people living in the score of Dead Space 2, or the scroll I think it's called, going to Dead Space 1's USG Ishimura, and then taking it back to, or the sprawl, and then repurposing it. And lastly, we have Dead Space Liberation, and I believe this is supposed to be the prequel to Dead Space 3. Not so much to say about that though. And well, Dead Space Remake, I do have this game, and I do plan to play this game because I have heard that they have changed up a lot of things about the original game, but I've only heard good things about it, so I think they've just enhanced the experience. And well, now that I've gone over what I do have in my collection, I will now turn you over to the franchise here, because I want to explain to you what I do know about Dead Space. So before we get into like the actual beginning of the franchise, I want to put these things out here because I want you to familiarize yourself with the people in the franchise. This is very important. So the characters you should be familiar with are Michael Altman. He is only included in Dead Space Martyr, but he will be referenced during the whole debacle with the Church of Unitology. Always. He is always a relevant character, but he is no longer alive. Let's just say that. Isaac Clarke, he is the main character from the main series. And Nicole is his girlfriend. And Ellie will be a future side character that we will learn a lot about. John Culver will only be available in Dead Space 3, and he is very late into the franchise. I don't know much about him, and I don't really like Dead Space 3. But we'll get into that later on. The CEC, Concordance Extraction Corporation, you will hear a lot about this. A lot of people don't even know what this stands for, but it's the Concordance Extraction Corporation. They are the mining corporation in the whole series here. You also have Nathaniel McNeil and Lexine Weller. Not much to say about these. They are from the spin-off game we will soon be playing. And I do want to tell you that if I ever get myself a child that is a girl, I want her to be dubbed after Lexine, because I do like this character so much. Now then, next, I feel we should go over the summary of Dead Space Martyr, because it is the earliest entry into the franchise, because it does set the tone for the series going forward. The setting that Dead Space is taking place in is the real world, but it is also a word of fiction. Not as in a science fiction, mind you, but it's more of a cyberpunk experience. So we start out off the coast of Mexico, where the main character, Michael Altman is sensing some seismic signals coming from just around the border of America, and he travels there to find out what the signal is. And so, since this taken place during the 2300s, there's a lot of mega corporations that are now leading the fray. It doesn't pay homage to a lot of hacking and cybernetic enhancement stuff, but there's a lot of mega corporations who have taken over the world at this point in time. And he is working on his own research. He's a doctor. We also learned that during the book that they have gone into space already, and they have been fighting over Earth's moon at this point in time. They're not deep in space yet, but they have traveled to space, and they're starting to colonize other planets. So basically, as Michael Altman goes to this place where the seismic signal is, he finds out that there is a necromorph on the beach, and it's one of these that pumps gassy air all over the place. And the locals there explain that every couple of years, one of these strange creatures, they just wash up on shore, completely unexpected. And they have a hand sign where it's two hands and the fingers is going up diagonally. It's mimicking the shape of the marker, and they call it the devil in their own tongue. But basically, we don't learn this yet until, of course, a mega corporation starts to contact Michael Altman, and he is set to research this marker that they have found. And by doing so, they have hired a whole operation of ex-military to carry out this completely unlawful operation in Mexico without the government's knowledge. And during this time, we have a pilot. Let's just say it's Martyr here because, Iron Lung, it just came out. Good movie. It's very reminiscent of this. And he is in this shuttle with a buff person, and they start to hallucinate as they're going down below and finally find the marker. And it ends up with Martyr killing this pilot and using his body to carve out runes. Runes seen on the marker, which is said to be made out of obsidian or some kind of material thereof. And that's where you have the cover of this pilot going down there and dying, essentially. And of course, they do bring the marker up to the surface, and of course there would be an outbreak. What is interesting about this marker in particular is that this marker wants to be forgotten. And if you know Dead Space and the marker in the first game, you would know that this one was to be forgotten, but the one in the main franchise wants to be found. Make us whole. Make us whole is probably the most famous quote from Dead Space. But this marker says, I don't want to be found. Leave me alone. So it ends up with Altman being captured and run down by one of these brutes here, while all of the superiors are outside a window and just watching in, sharing a glass of wine. And it is assumed that Michael Altman has died, while the superiors are making up a fake story of what happened and built the entire Church of Unitology upon it. Now let's go over the franchise timeline, because Dead Space Martyr and Dead Space Catalyst is taking place during the same time, but just a bit away from each other. You can see that by the blue marker I've laid out, so you can know the exact timeline here. And then you have the first entry of the series, the main series, I would say. And that's where these are taking place. And then you have a lot of stuff coming out in the second game, because the second game was bigger than the first, and it does flesh out a lot of different stuff. And then lastly, we didn't get a lot from Dead Space 3, but that's also because the studio was shut down not long after the game came out, and that's just completely mismanaged by EA, because unlike the first couple of games, they set out to make a scary experience. By the third game, EA said to them, we want something like Call of Duty. I'm sorry, I did not explain it too well during the live stream, so I'll do it now. Visceral Games set out to make their own version of Resident Evil 4. And while the first two games in the series were massive successes and award-winning games, by the third entry, EA said to them, "We want more live service. Please make Dead Space a Call of Duty clone." Visceral Games pushed back on the fact because they already knew the DNA of their own game. But because EA corporate meddles in their affairs, they had to abide by them, and so they made Dead Space 3. And then when the game came out, it did not sell as well as all the other games in the franchise. And how did EA respond to this criticism? They said the whole franchise was underperforming, so much that it made sense for them to close the studio off one bad entry that they forced upon the studio. This is not even alleged. There are many news articles telling about it. That is why I will never forgive Electronic Arts. But it's not the DNA of Dead Space. The only way that works is because you have the different mega corporations that are hiring different ex-military to carry out their duties and such. But I believe that this series, it does not owe itself to it being a shooter. It was a bit of like online gameplay with Dead Space 2, and I will say, during Dead Space 2, I was the second biggest player of that game. I ranked the online leaderboards on Europe at second place. I was just 2 million points behind the main guy, and I could not beat him. I was the second greatest player of this game. And while there was an online mode for Dead Space 3, it was nowhere as big as the second game. And that's also why EA decided to cut ties with Visceral Games, who founded their own studio later on. So EA, fuck you. Just fuck you. And now that I've gone over that, why don't we launch up Dead Space Extraction and finally get into the game? I'm a bit in the way here, sorry. There we go. And of course, if you know anything about old games, you would know that if you wait at the main screen, you do get an opening cutscene. So we'll just check that out real quick.
I can feel them. All around.
I know. But there's us four. We've done okay so far.
Oh God!
Quiet. Listen. Oh, Jesus. We're never getting out of here.
Look out!
Hurry!
Have you seen those things?
That could have been us.
You can't stop it! No one can stop it!
It's coming for all of us.
Planet crack commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh God! I don't want to die here.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I checked that out. Now, I did make myself a profile here, but that's just because I wanted the audio and graphical settings to be all done, so I don't have to check that now. Let's just go straight into the main story. On Aegis 7, Sam Caldwell and a crew of engineers are ready to extract an artifact, uncovered during Planet Crack preparations. And the only weapon we have is a rivet gun. Okay, so I will say that there is a slight problem with Dead Space. I want to play on the hardest difficulty, but to play on the hardest difficulty, I would have to beat the game first. I also want to play the game blind because I haven't played this game in about 10 years. And I want to document it. I want to go over every single game in the franchise. So that's why we will have to do with hard now. I do also plan to do a challenge run of some sort. But more about that once we get to Dead Space 1.
That's better.
Sorry, Lexine, I was next to the recharging station. Are you calling about tonight?
No, because then it wouldn't be a surprise. I'm mad at you, Sam Caldwell.
Why?
Because you somehow forgot to tell me what you're doing today.
It's just a routine excavation.
Routine? You're extracting a marker. My supervisor Leon's nuts with excitement. Did you know he's a unitologist? This is a big deal.
Leon's always been nuts. Anyway, we don't know if it's a marker or just a big rock. That's why we're doing this, so the boffins can study it.
Sam Caldwell, if you had an imagination, you'd be dangerous.
We'll see about that tonight.
Ooh, I look forward to it. Gotta go, honey. I love you.
I love you too. Later.
Oh yeah, one thing I will say, the OST for this game, top notch. No one can top it. And that goes for the entire franchise. It is so good.
Sam, come on. Get suited up quick or the only date you'll have is with an overtime sheet.
Say no more. Lexine's already mad at me. She'd kill me if I bailed on her.
Well, everyone else is standing by. All we're waiting for is you, so don't expect me to make excuses if we're still working tonight.
Yeah, you can't really shoot people in this game. Not unless they're actual enemies.
Come on, hurry up!
Alright, let's get this done.
Got a bit of ammo for a gun that we don't have.
Sam, is your helmet secure?
Sterling, this is Cooper. We're already at the site. Where the hell are you guys?
Wait, we're on our way, boss. Be there in a minute. You seen that vidlog of the marker that's going around? Looks just like the one back on Earth. Just like the one the unitologists claim is back on Earth, you mean? And there's one big difference. Earth is Earth. Whereas this beautiful place we call Aegis 7 is nothing but a ball of space rock. I mean, come on, what are the odds? And there it is.
Here we have it. That's what the marker looks like.
It's bigger than I imagined.
About time. Give Banks a hand fixing up the track and loader.
All three of us?
Damn straight. If this thing gets so much as scratched, Chief Barrow will have us all scrubbing air vents.
A lot of you might also recognize the level here because it does also take place during the game itself. The main game,
Hey
I
Banks,
guess.
what do you need?
The wind's blown out some of the track we laid. Rivet it back into place and get it tight.
That thing's gotta be man-made.
Hurry up! Cooper's already pissed off that we're late.
Copy
There's
that.
still a lot
I'm
of
right behind you,
secrets
Sterling.
around the morph itself because we know that there is a different space race, but that's only taking place during Dead Space 3, so I'm not gonna spoil anything as of yet. Just, there is another space race, but you don't know anything about the lore of the marker itself.
Guess all that target practice paid off, huh?
Good job. Now get the loader's arms in position. One of you TK it, the other two rivet the joints.
Egan, I'll take these two. And watch your aim. I don't want to end up on crutches like Matthews.
Now, how do I tilt this thing again? No? Ah, okay, like that.
Central to Caldwell. Those joints right in the hole. Nice job.
Oh yeah, if I don't do anything for a while, I start to get complained at. Let's just wait a second, because you get some funny comments every now and then. I forgot about that. Come on now. I guess there's nothing here. Oh well.
Nice work. Alright, Sterling, Egan, get the loader in position by the marker. Caldwell, you finish the job.
On it, boss. All right, Egan, let's get this thing on board.
Set to reload.
Lexine's right. Leon would flip if he saw this.
Oh.
Steady your hand there, Sam.
I got it. Almost there.
Oh, I can't let go? Oh well. I wanted them to complain to me.
The load is all
Oh well, at least you can see the tag.
counterbalance is stable, gyros online. Ready for load. Stand by. I'm starting a 5 down.
Oh, okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marcus.
The outbreak has begun.
What the hell just happened? Oh, my ears are ringing.
Shit! Whatever it was, it blew out gravity tether 16. Caldwell, Sterling, Egan, get over there and stabilize it before we have a miniature black hole in our hands. Me, Banks, and Bear will get the marker inside.
16. Which one's that?
The closest one, you idiot. Head down Megavent 24. You can't miss it.
What the hell was that?
Something crashed.
Come on, guys. We gotta get a move on.
Sterling to Central. I'm outside. Can you tell me what that bang was? Shit. The flash must have knocked out comms, too.
Let's wait a second.
Caldwell, if you want to make that hot date of yours tonight, you better pick up the pace. I want the tether back up pronto.
Let's give it a second again.
Central to Caldwell. Those airlock doors have to be shut before you can proceed.
Now, unfortunately, there are no, like...
Can't see a thing without the lights.
There should be a box of glowworms in the airlock storage chamber. We could use them.
There are no, like, what's it called? Death scenes in this game. There's only a hard death scene, but you get some, like, really, like, good deaths in the main game. Really got you over that once we get to that game. Nah. Okay. So yeah, you get some
You were
secrets
right.
like this.
I found a glowworm.
You can just look around and, like, pick up stuff. Oh, and, like that. Okay. I am using an emulator, and that's just because...
Look around. We should grab some supplies before we head down.
I don't know where I put my disc. Wait. Oh, I missed that one. I pressed the wrong button. The kind chief science officer is Yumura. Let me read all of this. The artifact from the colony, it does indeed appear to be a genuine marker, the first to be found in the Unitology's 200-year history. I'm eager to get it on board the ship so I can study it properly. The potential here is enormous, not just for me personally, but it's true that I've dreamt of such a discovery for decades, but also to humanity and the Church of Unitology in particular. The marker could herald the dawn of a new age for mankind, and I will do my part to ensure that it comes to pass. I know the Church will be grateful, but the true recognition will come from all of humanity. On this day, we are blessed. I know there's a lot of talk about religion, and while that does hold a bit of a pillar in this game and this franchise, it is not all about religion. Let me just tell you that. It's not all about religion. Come on, complain at me. I will not proceed unless you complain at me.
I still don't see a working tether, Caldwell. Get moving.
Okay. God, I'm such a brat. Oh yeah, this is a health, by the way. A weapon. And we can get some upgrades for this, but we don't have anything just yet. And up here. I don't know what the one down here is for. At least not yet. Oh yeah, that might be stasis.
Well, we're on a time limit here, and you've got a job to do. Now do it.
Airlocks are engaged. We should be fine now.
By the way, this game is a roller coaster sim, but it does have some pretty good scares.
Shit, sounds like someone's in trouble. Hold on!
Wait a second, we don't know what's going on in there.
Complain at me now. Do it now. It's not like anyone's in a big hurry to get away in there, right? Come on now. Come on now. Okay, fine.
What the fuck?
Vtuber, what in God's name are you doing? Get off him! Vtuber, stop! I'll shoot you! You know these rivet guns pack a punch. Shit! Help me! He's out of his mind! Sterling!
Bang.
Please. Oh
man, I can't believe this.
Sam, get that rock saw. We may need it.
Hold on a second. I wouldn't loot all this fast. Alright. Are you gonna complain at me
Central
fast?
to Caldwell. Gravity tether 16 is starting to feed back. Grab whatever tools you need and get yourself down there.
Alright.
Jesus Christ, we just killed someone.
We don't have time to think about that. If we don't fix that tether fast, we'll all be dead. Move! Look out! More
He's
of them!
fucking dead.
They've all gone fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, by the way, I can just keep doing this. I'm still not dead, by the way. Ow. Okay, fine, gee. There's just no hurry at all. There's just no urgency. Oh, I got it. Nice. I mean, that's all I have to do. Oh, I found the reload button. Cool. Wrong button. Are you guys ready for the first scary moment of
Okay,
the
guys, let's
game?
go. Tether 16's a few levels down.
The first one here is not that scary, but...
You guys see that?
It's blocked. Looks like they had problems down here before.
This is a bad idea. We shouldn't have come this way.
Sam, calm down. Cut that security line. Use that rock saw you picked up.
I'm not gonna read all this. If you want to, you can pause and read it yourself. You are, after all, watching this on YouTube, aren't you?
Coming through.
I will let you know that.
Lexine?
I will let you know that I am live on Twitch right now. So you could have been here and watched me play this live.
They must have put this here to stop people coming up.
Let me
Can't
go this
believe
fast.
we're doing this.
Oh, yes.
Stop! Don't do this!
What the fuck?
I want to hear your negativity. Complain at me. Do it now. Wow, okay, these guys are very patient. Oh well. By the way, there is a real alphabet. This is a real con line, by the way.
Sterling, this is Cooper. Just checking in. How you doing?
Making our way through the mega vents, boss. Some strange shit's going down here.
I don't want excuses, Sterling. I want that gravity tether fixed.
There it is. Over there.
It's coming, man.
Oh, God.
It's calling us.
Quiet. You hear that?
They're coming. There's nowhere to hide. God help us all.
Someone's trapped in there.
Is there anybody
I'll
left?
check it out and meet you in the gravity tether room. Go!
It's death, Sam. Can't you see it? It needs our help.
Egan, what the hell are you talking about? Get a grip!
But Zachenko, we killed him.
I know. But you saw what happened in there. It's like it wasn't really him.
Yeah, but you know, he's not the only one we killed. Why are you complaining? Is it just because we know that?
You take that plasma cutter too. Listen to us. This is all wrong.
So, just because he's your friend, it doesn't matter if you killed like 10 other people. Sure. Are you gonna complain at me? I want to hear your suffering. I guess not. The plasma cutter is a precision slicer designed to cut small quantities of excavated minerals and ore. Fire a horizontal beam of energy, fire a vertical beam of energy.
Come on, Egan. I don't want to waste any more time down here.
How do I swap weapons? Oh.
Shit. No. Damn it. Rivet gun.
Oh, I missed what? Ow. Hold on. How do I... Help! I forgot my buttons. Oh.
Guys, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, okay. I forgot my buttons.
Egan, you okay?
Needs us. Needs us to make it whole.
Quit battling. Let's just do this and get out of here.
Look out! There's
How do I
more!
swap?
Shit! Get behind me!
Oh, I got him.
You don't understand. It's not right. We have to end it.
Shit! Egan, stop! What are you doing?
You can't stop it. You can't fight it.
Hold on. Wrong button again?
Don't make me shoot you. Egan, please! Oh God, Egan. I'm sorry.
Man, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
This is Cooper. I can't reach Sterling or Egan. How are you guys doing?
Something bad's happened. Egan, he went crazy, and everyone down here, they're trying to kill us. Egan's gone.
You're breaking up. I can barely hear you. Just get on that tether before it starts a feedback loop and takes everything down with it.
Don't trust them. Don't trust anyone.
Well, no one is here to complain at me anymore. Oh, we got operate for the river cut.
Back off!
Dang. Oh, there's another.
Are you okay? Come on! Don't make me do this! I'm trying to save you!
I'm scared.
Jesus. Hold it together. Damn it.
Central to Caldwell. Stasis modules are standard equipment for all Megavent personnel. I know you haven't been trained in it, but if you find one, it could come in handy.
Could come in handy, you say?
There. Perfect. Okay. Just need to stasis it at the right moment.
Okay. What problem is that? Oh, no.
Receiving a lot of static on your end. Use the stasis module to get past whatever's causing the interference.
Huh? Whoops, I did the same thing again. No. Hey! Help! Okay. So... What button is C? Oh! W? Okay.
We're receiving a lot of static on your end. Use the stasis module to get past whatever's causing the interference.
Okay, I can do this.
Got a bit of a hacker game going on here. Oh wait, wasn't there something on the shelf? My bad.
Caldwell, hope you can hear this, because comms are screwed out here. Good job with the tether. Systems are stable again. We're en route to storage with the marker. Meet us there, okay?
Copy that. Caldwell out.
They all have time, you know that.
Get out of my head!
What is that guy doing? Oh, he found me! Oh! No! Get away! Why can't I? Okay. Why can't I attack him now? Oh well. I can't attack. Oh well. My melee's gone.
Sam? Are you okay?
Oh, this moment.
God, it's good to hear you. Things are pretty bad right now.
No. I mean, did you hear? Some unitologists just killed themselves in Union Square. There are pictures. It's horrible. Leon was there.
People are flipping out all over the colony. We've been attacked and Egan went crazy. I killed him, Lex.
You... Sam? Say that again.
I killed Egan. I had no choice. He tried to kill me.
I'm scared. Somebody just told me some sectors are losing oxygen too.
Hold on. That could be from the blast. The life support power room isn't far from here.
You think that's what's wrong with the oxygen?
Just hold tight, baby. I'll fix it, I promise.
Oh, no! Stay away from me!
Get away, get away. Oh! Red eyes.
You're going the wrong way.
Come on now. I saw the crate. There it is. There! Oh! Okay, we just got that. Nice. Nice.
Life support is through here.
Yes. Oh, zero G.
Now entering zero gravity. Warning, colony life support systems offline.
No! I saw it!
There it is. Hope the anti-grav still works.
Oh well. Okay. It was an upgrade we missed. Oh well.
There. Almost got it.
Colony life support systems now online.
An audio log? Oh yeah, if you have a Wii controller, you would be able to hear this through the controller, but we don't. So at least we have some text on the screen we can read.
Now leaving zero gravity.
Sam, you did it! The air's cycling again. When are you getting back?
I'm on my way, baby. Don't worry. Can't seem to focus.
Why'd you kill me? I'm not a monster.
Sam, what's the matter?
Nothing. It's all right. Just stay out of sight, okay?
Be careful. I love you.
I love you.
What the hell?
Why are you listening?
That almost got me.
Why did you not go alone, Sam?
Hello? Who's there?
Ooh, yellow eyes. Oh no, not this again. Get away.
Death is the answer, Sam. You'll see. We can't stop it.
Sterling. Oh god, I thought you were... I've got to get out of here. Back to Lexine. We have to stop it. Is this even real?
Oh, it's time to question it. Oh. Alright.
Oh, no, they're not real.
No.
We're not going to die.
He's in his own head, by the way. All these people could just be running to help. You know? But more about that. More about that as we go.
No, leave me alone. I have to get to Lexine. Do you hear me? She needs my help. No. Lexine. Help me. What? You're not.
Hostile is down. Repeat. Hostile is down. Good shot, sir.
Shooting one of your own is never good.
There's Nathaniel McNeil.
He's not even packing a gun.
You're shitting me. This is the guy
Plasma cutter, rivet gun.
Why'd you
Not
do
a gun,
it,
by
son?
the way.
All these people never did anything to hurt you.
Lex.
Yep.
He's gone. Call Commander James and get Doc Schiarella down here. He's gonna
He was
have a visit.
hallucinating every single death.
I love you.
He killed all of those innocent people. Okay. Good rating. I don't know why we got so much damage though. Oh, we got every single collectible. That's good.